Right, last game of the preseason, Manchester United lose 3-0 to Liverpool. Uno, dos, tres. And I gotta say, I was not surprised by this result. I mentioned it in the preview that I was really wary of this Liverpool team because of the main reason is just because of the team chemistry that they've been building all these years under Jurgen Klopp. They pretty much, Onslaught has very little work to do in terms of implementing his ideas, because his system is not entirely drastically different from Jurgen Klopp. All he's done is just tweak a few things, like the pressing. They're not as relentless presses of the ball anymore. They actually try to be a little bit more possession based, and that has been sort of like, it was so apparent, even though they were missing a lot of key players. Man United was missing some players as well, but Liverpool was missing a lot of key players. Alisson, Virgil van Dijk, McAllister, Cody Gakpo, Endo. There was so many important players for Liverpool that were not there. And that is why I'm still a little bit concerned, even though the scoreline doesn't matter, even though 3 goals is 3 goals, it's just preseason. I still want to say I'm wary of what Onslaught is building. So I just want to first of all, mention the other context to us for our team. Manchester United was also missing some key players, some important players. I say Kobe Mainoo is key, major key alert. Lisandro Martinez, key player. Matter of fact, Lisandro Martinez's absence is the one that really worries me, because we thought, okay, we had bought Euro and that was going to make things easier. And Euro is not going to be there for a while. Probably until maybe October. And the season starts in less than 12 days. So we need to make sure that Ineos take this warning and actually start reinforcing more, because we need more than just De Ligt at the back. We need at least another 2, if possible, De Ligt plus 1. Somebody else that is also going to be helpful in terms of making us build up from the back easier, making us a little bit more robust, making us have that sort of like solidity and ease in terms of just like finding those passing lanes and progressing the ball to the midfield, right? I want to just mention like the positives and the negative takeaways from this game. So I want to say that Onana, he's Mr. Positive and negative at the same time, Mr. Pros and Cons, Mr. Advantage and Disadvantage. It's incredible how Andre Onana can be good and bad at the same time. He's good, bad, and ugly in his playing. And I really want to make sure that all these mistakes from him, all these bad things are taken out. They're sort of what's the word? Ironed out. Mistakes are ironed out, and he is sharper. That's what I need, a sharp Andre Onana when the season starts. So I want to say shout out to Toby Collier. Collier covers so much surface area. The boy is a workaholic. We need to check his identity, because I think he's got some vibranium in him. So he has got the Wakanda gene in him. He's got that work ethic that I almost attribute to the South American work spirit. So shout out to Toby Collier. They still a player that for sure is going to give us some incredible moments when the season actually begins. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Toby Collier can actually bring forward. Next person that I also want to make sure that I shout out is Harry Amas. He had a very important test versus Mo Salah, and I think he did decent. There was obviously some moments where he could improve, but the ability, the opportunity rather, to play versus Mo Salah was actually well taken by Harry Amas, and he did very, very good. You know, he wasn't excellent, but it's nice to know we have a fullback that can be called against like a very top elite winger like Mo Salah, and can actually do the job. So shout out to Harry Amas for that. Amad Diallo continued to look sharp. It wasn't his best game in this preseason, but continues to look really good. Shout out to Amad Diallo. Keep doing your thing. I want to see you on the right wing, kid. Unless you drop 3 stinkers in a row, I want to see you before left foot Larry comes in. Rashford, he could be more clinical, but he's also, in terms of like the players that are looking good, looking sharp, you know, it looks like he used this preseason time to actually get into the right state of mind, right frame of mind. And so shout out to Marcus Rashford for that. And he can do better. I know he had one chance that he should have really scored. The person that was very wasteful is actually Mason Mount. Off the ball, he's good, but on the ball, man, I'm yet to see what Mason Mount can actually really give us, especially with the number 7 shirt, the heavy number 7 shirt that he wears. So please, Mason Mount, you need to do better. The next thing that I want to mention in terms of like individuals aside, we had some really good pressing as a team. We actually, you know, forcing high turnovers, was winning the ball high up the pitch. And shout out to Eric Ten Hag and the coaching staff for doing that, because there is that cohesion. I can see it. The patterns are starting to sort of build up, because at the end of the day, even though we lost 3-0, the game itself was very, very much in Man United's favor. You know, it's funny because football can be like that. You create all the chances, you have the ball, you move it so well, but if you don't put it in the back of the net, nobody will remember and respect that. So shout out to the team for sort of, you know, showing long periods of, you know, domination, you know, versus Liverpool. This is the same Liverpool that beat Arsenal, by the way. So let's not forget that as well. Important for context, right? The other thing I want to say is we talked about the depth, lack of depth in our center back area, midfield. Uncle Casemiro, the downfall has been so heartbreaking to see. Ugarte needs to be here, not just Ugarte, but Rabiot as well, and Amrabat, and we can move out Casemiro. It's a bit too much of a wish list for me to want all 3, but I think we need something new, something fresh, some players that are willing to prove themselves that they deserve to play for that Man United badge. Because Casemiro was good on his first season, and that's the last time we saw the good Casemiro at Man United. So all in all, to summarize, I feel like there is some good things and also a lot of negative things. So it's the last time we say results don't matter this year. And yeah, we move on. The real game that matters is on September 1st when we play Liverpool at Old Trafford. Obviously, we played Fulham before and then Brighton, I believe. And I don't even care about the Community Shield at all. But the main thing is that we have to be ready when the season starts. So, Ineos, please pay, because right now is not the time to negotiate. Pay and don't speak, in the words of Jose Mourinho. Pay. Take out the money, the ka-ching-ching, the moolah. It's now time. It's not time to be negotiating. It's now time to be acquiring players. Here we go is needed. ASAP. So, all right. My name is Botswana Papi. This is the Football Power Hour. These are my thoughts on Liverpool versus Man United. Don't forget to like and subscribe.